I'm Andy Newland. I have been with and around the school since year 6 when I was coming through the school, and was part of the inaugural graduating year group in 2008, with initial cohort of roughly 40 people when the school had just broken through that year 12 threshold.
I'm Katrina Newland. I'm ex-student from Burgmann from the class of 2009. So I started at Burgmann in year 7 and went through to year 12. Both Andy and I were at the school at the same time. He was a year above me. And basically the school was going through a growth stage. So each year there was new construction, there was new teachers, there was more students. And so we went through kind of that journey.
Yeah, similarly for me, I was at the school from year 6 and was in the progressive year group at the top end of the school. Right through each year there was new buildings being put up. Sometimes they were ready, sometimes they weren't, but throughout that year as the school was developing their buildings and their infrastructure, we were part of that year group in the development. And I guess there was a smaller initial cohort of people, only about 30 people in the year group that I went through the school, but we always found it to be a great small culture and energy within the school while I was here.
So I was in Najang, and so was my brother. My brother was in Andy's year going through. I was Najang house leader through my senior years.
And for me, I was with Garabang, and it's always been I was also a house leader in the senior leadership group in the senior school. And so there was let's call it friendly rivalry naturally between the houses, and Katrina was part of that same leadership group at the same time I was. So we've known, for the most part, since we've been in Canberra, that we're pretty sure that Burgmann would be the place that our kids would come to. Our first boy, Michael, when he was born, we wanted to make sure we didn't miss out on a potential future wait list. So within a fortnight after him being born, we put him on the wait list and had a long but very good wait for him to progress and get his offer to be able to come into the school.
And we would asked which house he would go into, and he was initially put into Najang. And I came home and I said to Andy, our kids are going to be in Najang. And what was your response?
I felt as though Garabang was the appropriate house. So we had a little bit of an internal war of words, a friendly one at that. And in the end, I decided that Garabang would be the house that...
I lost out, yeah. So Andy's one of 3 boys, and the Newland family was Garabang. So I married into Garabang. So I am now Garabang. I will represent my children's house. I've converted. So I did design technology through school, started in year 7 and continued all the way through. And in year 8, I think it was, we did a sustainable house project, which is where I discovered my love of architecture. So I, from there, went on and studied architecture at the University of Canberra. I then was employed by Cox Architecture, who are Burgmann's current master planning architect. And I was the lead architect delivering the Early Learning Centre, as well as the design hub over at Ford. So it's nice to have Hayley in the Early Learning Centre now. We get to see it every day when we drop her off, and be quite connected with the school and the future vision through the master planning perspective.